Every single night, millions of seniors across the world experience the same frustrating routine. They close their eyes, hoping for peaceful sleep, only to be jolted awake by an urgent need to urinate. This happens not once, not twice, but sometimes 4 or 5 times throughout the night. What they don't realize is that this seemingly normal part of aging is actually destroying their health in ways they never imagined. If you're over 60 and find yourself making those dreaded midnight trips to the bathroom, you're not alone. But what if I told you that this problem, which doctors often dismiss as inevitable aging, is actually caused by 5 specific habits that you're probably doing right now without even knowing it? These habits seem completely harmless on the surface, yet they're silently sabotaging your sleep and putting your health at serious risk. The medical term for this condition is nocturia, and it affects over 70% of people over the age of 60. But here's what's truly shocking. Recent scientific research has revealed that nocturia isn't just an inconvenience. It's a warning sign that your body is sending you, desperately trying to tell you that something is wrong with your daily routine. Tonight, as you prepare for bed, you'll probably follow the same patterns you've followed for years. You'll have your evening cup of tea, maybe watch some television, take your medications, and settle in for what you hope will be restful sleep. But somewhere between midnight and dawn, your bladder will wake you up again. You'll stumble to the bathroom, half awake and frustrated, wondering why your body won't just let you sleep through the night. What you don't know is that earlier today, you unknowingly triggered this nighttime disruption. The habits I'm about to reveal are so deeply ingrained in our daily lives that most people never question them. Your doctor probably hasn't mentioned them either because they seem so ordinary, so harmless. But the science tells a different story. Every time you wake up to urinate, you're not just losing sleep, you're increasing your risk of dangerous nighttime falls by 300%. You're disrupting crucial hormone production that happens during deep sleep. You're putting strain on your cardiovascular system and affecting your cognitive function in ways that compound over time. The elderly population faces unique challenges when it comes to sleep disruption. When a 70-year-old falls in the dark while rushing to the bathroom, the consequences can be life-altering. Hip fractures, head injuries, and the psychological trauma that follows can transform an independent senior into someone who lives in constant fear. This isn't just about inconvenience anymore. This is about maintaining your quality of life and independence as you age. If this resonates with you, I want you to do something right now. Hit that like button if you're tired of interrupted sleep and you're ready to take control of your health. Your engagement helps this vital information reach other seniors who are suffering in silence, thinking they have no choice but to accept this as their new reality. The conventional medical approach to nocturia typically involves medications that come with side effects or suggestions to simply reduce fluid intake before bed. But these surface-level solutions miss the root cause entirely. They're treating the symptom, not the underlying habits that create the problem in the first place. What I'm about to share with you isn't based on opinion or outdated medical practices. This information comes from cutting-edge research conducted in sleep laboratories, urology departments, and endocrinology clinics around the world. Scientists have identified exactly how certain daily habits disrupt the delicate hormonal and physiological processes that should keep you sleeping peacefully through the night. The hormone vasopressin plays a crucial role in this process. This remarkable chemical messenger is supposed to concentrate your urine production during nighttime hours, allowing you to sleep for extended periods without needing to urinate. When vasopressin functions properly, your kidneys produce less urine at night, and what they do produce is more concentrated. This natural mechanism has allowed humans to sleep through the night for thousands of years. However, the 5 habits I'm going to reveal interfere with vasopressin production and effectiveness. They create a cascade of physiological disruptions that essentially override your body's natural nighttime programming. Instead of your kidneys slowing down urine production as darkness falls, they continue working at daytime levels, or sometimes even increase production due to these hidden triggers. The first habit is so common that 90% of seniors do it without thinking twice, and it's destroying their sleep quality every single night. But before we dive into these life-changing revelations, I need you to understand something crucial. The power to fix this problem is already in your hands. You don't need expensive medications, invasive procedures, or complicated medical interventions. What you need is the knowledge to identify these habits and the simple strategies to correct them. The transformation that's possible when you eliminate these 5 habits goes far beyond just sleeping through the night. People who make these changes report feeling 10 years younger. They experience deeper, more restorative sleep that leaves them energized and alert during the day. Their mood improves dramatically because they're no longer dealing with the chronic fatigue that comes from interrupted sleep. Some even report improvements in their memory and cognitive function as their brains finally get the uninterrupted rest they need. Consider Martha, a 74-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. For 3 years, she woke up every night between 2 and 4 times to urinate. She tried limiting her evening fluid intake, which left her dehydrated and still didn't solve the problem. Her doctor prescribed medication that made her dizzy and confused during the day. She was convinced this was just part of getting older and had resigned herself to a life of poor sleep. Then Martha learned about the 5 habits and realized she was unknowingly doing 4 of them every single day. Within 1 week of making the changes I'm about to share with you, she was sleeping through the night. Within 1 month, she felt like a completely different person. Her energy returned, her mood lifted, and she regained the confidence to travel and visit her grandchildren without worrying about nighttime bathroom emergencies. Martha's story isn't unique. Thousands of seniors have experienced similar transformations once they understood how their daily habits were sabotaging their sleep. The human body has an incredible capacity for healing and restoration when we remove the obstacles that interfere with its natural processes. If you're ready to join the community of people who have reclaimed their nighttime peace, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I share life-changing health information regularly, and you won't want to miss the discoveries that could transform your golden years from a time of declining health into a period of renewed vitality and joy. The medical establishment often overlooks the connection between daily habits and nocturia because these habits seem so benign. They're activities that we've been told are healthy, normal, or even beneficial. This creates a blind spot in traditional medical training, where doctors focus on pathology and medication rather than lifestyle factors that might be creating the problems in the first place. Sleep research has advanced dramatically in recent decades, and we now understand that quality sleep is not a luxury, but a biological necessity. During deep sleep, your brain clears toxins that accumulate during the day. Your immune system strengthens and repairs itself. Growth hormone production peaks, helping to maintain muscle mass and bone density. When nocturia repeatedly interrupts these crucial processes, the cumulative effect on your health can be devastating. The psychological impact of chronic sleep interruption extends beyond mere fatigue. Seniors who deal with nocturia often develop anxiety around bedtime, worried about how many times they'll wake up. This anticipatory stress actually makes the problem worse by triggering the release of stress hormones that interfere with natural sleep cycles. It becomes a vicious cycle where poor sleep creates anxiety, and anxiety creates even poorer sleep. But what if I told you that one simple change in your evening routine could cut your nighttime bathroom trips in half within just 48 hours? Your kidneys are remarkable organs that process approximately 50 gallons of blood every single day. They maintain precise fluid and electrolyte balance in your body, responding to hormonal signals and adjusting their function based on your body's needs. When the 5 habits I'm about to reveal interfere with this delicate system, your kidneys essentially lose their ability to distinguish between day and night operations. Understanding the physiology behind nocturia empowers you to take control of your health in a way that surface-level solutions cannot. When you know exactly why certain habits cause problems, you can make informed decisions about how to modify your routine for optimal results. This isn't about random lifestyle changes or generic health advice. This is about targeted interventions based on scientific understanding of how your body actually works. The relationship between hydration, hormone function, and sleep quality is more complex than most people realize. Simply drinking less water before bed, which is the most common advice given to nocturia sufferers, often backfires because it doesn't address the underlying hormonal disruptions. In fact, some of the habits that cause nocturia actually make you more thirsty in the evening, creating a confusing cycle where you feel like you need more fluids precisely when conventional wisdom says you should be cutting back. The second habit involves something you probably consume every evening thinking it's helping you relax, but it's actually programming your kidneys to work overtime while you sleep. Temperature regulation plays a crucial role in sleep quality and kidney function that most people never consider. Your body's core temperature naturally drops as bedtime approaches, signaling various organ systems to shift into nighttime mode. However, certain habits interfere with this temperature regulation, sending mixed signals to your kidneys and disrupting the natural reduction in nighttime urine production. The timing of various activities throughout your day has profound effects on your circadian rhythms and hormone production. Modern life often involves habits that work against our natural biological programming, creating problems that seem mysterious, but actually have clear physiological explanations. When you align your daily routine with your body's natural rhythms, the improvement in sleep quality can be dramatic and almost immediate. Nutrition science has revealed that certain foods and beverages act as diuretics even when consumed hours before bedtime. These substances don't just increase urine production temporarily. They can disrupt kidney function and hormone balance for up to 8 hours after consumption. This means that something you eat or drink at dinner could be directly responsible for waking you up at 2 in the morning. The digestive system and urinary system are more interconnected than most people realize. When your digestive tract is processing certain substances, it can trigger reflexes and hormonal responses that affect kidney function. This connection explains why some people experience nocturia even when they haven't consumed any obvious diuretics like caffeine or alcohol in the hours before bed. The first habit that's sabotaging your sleep is consuming any liquid within 3 hours of bedtime. And this includes the hidden liquids that most people never even consider. Your kidneys operate on a sophisticated biological clock that's designed to slow down filtration as evening approaches. When you consume fluids late in the day, you're essentially overriding millions of years of evolutionary programming. The hormone vasopressin, which I mentioned earlier, begins its nightly release around 6 p.m. in most healthy adults. This hormone signals your kidneys to concentrate urine and reduce production. But when you introduce fluids after 7 p.m., you force your kidneys to continue processing at daytime levels, completely disrupting this natural rhythm. The hidden liquids are the real culprits here. That bowl of soup at dinner contains nearly 2 cups of water. Fresh fruits, like watermelon, oranges, and grapes, are over 80% water by weight. Even foods you might consider dry, like bread and pasta, contain significant amounts of water that your body processes just like any other fluid intake. Robert, a 68-year-old grandfather from Texas, discovered this connection purely by accident. He had been waking up 3 to 4 times every night for over 2 years. His evening routine included a large bowl of vegetable soup and fresh fruit for dessert, thinking he was making healthy choices. When his daughter suggested he might be consuming too much liquid before bed, Robert initially dismissed the idea because he wasn't drinking beverages after dinner. However, when he calculated the actual water content in his evening meal, He realized he was consuming nearly 3 cups of liquid between 6 and 8 p.m. Within 5 days of moving his soup to lunchtime and eating his fruit as an afternoon snack, Robert began sleeping through the night. The transformation was so dramatic that his wife initially thought he might be developing a health problem because the bathroom visits had stopped so suddenly. When you eliminate late evening fluid intake, the benefits extend far beyond reduced bathroom trips. Your sleep becomes deeper and more restorative because you're not experiencing the micro-awakenings that occur even when you don't fully wake up to urinate. Your hormone production normalizes, leading to improved mood and energy levels. Many people report feeling more mentally sharp because their brains are getting the uninterrupted rest needed for memory consolidation and toxin clearance. To implement this change effectively, establish a liquid curfew 3 hours before your intended bedtime. If you typically go to sleep at 10 p.m., stop all fluid intake at 7 p.m. This includes obvious liquids like water, tea, and juice, but also hidden sources like soup, ice cream, and high water content fruits. Keep a small glass of water by your bedside for genuine emergencies, but resist the urge to sip mindlessly. If you take medications that require water, use only the minimal amount necessary, typically no more than 2 ounces. The second habit involves evening consumption of foods that act as natural diuretics, and the worst offender is probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Caffeine is the obvious culprit that most people avoid before bed, but there are numerous foods that have diuretic effects lasting 6 to 8 hours after consumption. Chocolate contains both caffeine and theobromine, compounds that stimulate kidney function and increase urine production. Dark chocolate, which many people consume as an evening treat thinking it's healthier than milk chocolate, actually contains higher concentrations of these stimulating compounds. Spicy foods create a cascade of physiological responses that can disrupt sleep and increase nighttime urination. Capsaicin, the compound that makes peppers hot, triggers the release of stress hormones and can raise body temperature for hours after consumption. This temperature elevation interferes with your natural cooling process that should occur as bedtime approaches, sending mixed signals to your kidneys about whether it's time to shift into nighttime mode. Artificial sweeteners, particularly those found in diet sodas and sugar-free desserts, can have unexpected effects on kidney function. Sucralose and aspartame have been shown in some studies to affect fluid retention and processing, though the mechanisms aren't fully understood. What researchers do know is that people who consume artificial sweeteners in the evening often report increased nighttime urination compared to those who avoid them. Dorothy, a 72-year-old retired nurse from Florida, loved ending her day with a few squares of dark chocolate and a cup of herbal tea sweetened with artificial sweetener. She prided herself on avoiding sugar and thought she was making healthy choices. What Dorothy didn't realize was that her evening chocolate contained enough theobromine to keep her kidneys active for hours, and the artificial sweetener was potentially contributing to fluid imbalance. When she moved her chocolate treat to mid-afternoon and switched to unsweetened herbal tea, her nighttime bathroom trips decreased from 3 per night to maybe 1 every few nights. Eliminating evening diuretics allows your natural hormone cycles to function properly. Your stress hormone levels normalize, leading to deeper relaxation and better sleep quality. Many people discover that they fall asleep faster because their nervous system isn't dealing with stimulating compounds when it should be winding down. Create an evening food curfew that eliminates chocolate, spicy foods, artificial sweeteners, and hidden sources of caffeine like certain pain medications and some herbal teas. Replace these with gentle, sleep-promoting foods if you need an evening snack. A small portion of nuts, a banana, or some whole grain crackers can satisfy hunger without disrupting your sleep. The third habit centers around temperature control. In your sleeping environment, and getting this wrong can triple your nighttime bathroom visits. Your bedroom temperature directly affects hormone production and kidney function in ways that most people never consider. When your sleeping environment is too warm, your body struggles to achieve the natural temperature drop that signals various organ systems to shift into nighttime mode. This temperature regulation is crucial for vasopressin production and kidney function. Research conducted at sleep laboratories has shown that bedrooms warmer than 68 degrees Fahrenheit can significantly disrupt the natural reduction in nighttime urine production. When your core body temperature remains elevated, your kidneys interpret this as a signal to maintain daytime filtration rates. Additionally, warm sleeping environments often lead to increased fluid loss through sweating, which can trigger thirst, responses that make you want to drink more fluids before bed. The clothing you wear to bed also affects temperature regulation more than most people realize. Heavy pajamas, multiple layers, or synthetic fabrics that don't breathe can trap heat and interfere with your body's natural cooling process. Even electric blankets, while comforting, can disrupt the temperature changes that should occur during different sleep stages. Margaret, a 74-year-old from Arizona, struggled with nocturia for years despite following all the conventional advice about fluid restriction. Her bedroom temperature was consistently 74 degrees because she felt cold when she first went to bed. She wore flannel pajamas and used a heavy comforter year-round. When Margaret learned about the connection between temperature and kidney function, she gradually lowered her bedroom temperature to 66 degrees, switched to lightweight cotton sleepwear, and used breathable bedding. The change was remarkable. Within 2 weeks, her nighttime urination decreased by more than half, and she reported feeling more rested, despite initially thinking she would be too cold to sleep well. Optimal temperature regulation improves not just kidney function, but overall sleep quality. Your deep sleep stages last longer when your body can cool properly, leading to better hormone production, improved immune function, and enhanced cognitive performance the next day. Set your bedroom temperature between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Choose breathable, natural fiber sleepwear and bedding. If you initially feel cold, use light layers that you can remove as your body temperature naturally drops during the night. Consider using a fan for air circulation even if you don't need cooling, as gentle air movement helps with temperature regulation. If you're finding this information valuable and it's helping you understand why your sleep has been disrupted, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. I regularly share research-based health information that can transform your quality of life, and your subscription helps me reach more people who need these solutions. The fourth habit involves the timing of medication and supplement intake, and this mistake is made by nearly every senior taking multiple daily medications. Many prescription medications have diuretic effects that aren't always obvious from their primary purpose. Blood pressure medications, particularly diuretics prescribed for hypertension, are specifically designed to increase urine production. However, the timing of these medications can dramatically affect whether they disrupt your sleep or work with your natural rhythms. Heart medications like ACE inhibitors can affect kidney function and fluid balance. Diabetes medications may influence how your kidneys process glucose and fluids. Even seemingly unrelated medications like certain antidepressants and antihistamines can have unexpected effects on urination patterns. Supplements present another layer of complexity. Magnesium, while beneficial for sleep quality, can have mild diuretic effects if taken in large doses. Vitamin D affects calcium absorption, which influences kidney function. Herbal supplements like dandelion root, often taken for general health, are natural diuretics that can significantly increase nighttime urination if taken in the evening. Frank, an 80-year-old retired engineer from Michigan, took his blood pressure medication every evening with dinner because he had read that some blood pressure medications work better when taken at night. What Frank didn't consider was that his particular medication had diuretic properties that peaked 4 to 6 hours after taking it. This meant that just as he was trying to sleep, his kidneys were working at maximum capacity. When Frank's pharmacist suggested splitting his dose and taking the larger portion in the morning, his nighttime urination improved dramatically, while his blood pressure control remained excellent. Proper medication timing allows you to benefit from necessary treatments without sacrificing sleep quality. When diuretic effects occur during daytime hours, your body can process the increased urine production without disrupting rest. This leads to better medication compliance because you're not tempted to skip doses due to sleep disruption. Work with your pharmacist or doctor to review the timing of all medications and supplements. Many medications can be safely moved to morning doses, allowing any diuretic effects to occur during daytime hours. Never adjust prescription medications without professional guidance, but do ask specific questions about optimal timing for your particular combination of treatments. The fifth and final habit is so deeply ingrained in evening routines that most people would never suspect it's causing their sleep disruption. Evening screen time doesn't just affect sleep quality through blue light exposure. The content you consume and the mental stimulation it provides can trigger stress responses that affect hormone production and kidney function. When you watch exciting, dramatic, or emotionally charged content before bed, your body releases stress hormones that can interfere with the natural wind-down process your kidneys need to shift into nighttime mode. The physical position of screen viewing also matters. Many people watch television or use devices while lying down, which can affect blood flow and fluid distribution in ways that influence kidney function. When you're horizontal for extended periods before sleep, fluid that has accumulated in your legs during the day redistributes throughout your body, potentially increasing the workload on your kidneys just when they should be slowing down. But here's what most people don't realize. The type of content you watch can determine whether you sleep through the night or wake up multiple times. When you eliminate these 5 habits and replace them with sleep-supporting alternatives, the transformation goes beyond just staying dry through the night. You reclaim the deep, restorative sleep that allows your body to repair itself, your mind to process the day's experiences, and your immune system to strengthen and protect you. The confidence that comes from knowing you can sleep peacefully gives you freedom to travel, visit family, and enjoy activities without the constant worry about bathroom access. Your body has an incredible capacity for healing when you remove the obstacles that interfere with its natural processes. The changes I've shared with you tonight are based on scientific understanding of how your kidneys, hormones, and sleep cycles are designed to work together. When you align your daily habits with these natural rhythms, the improvements can begin within days. If this information has opened your eyes to new possibilities for better health and sleep, I invite you to show your appreciation with a super thanks. Your financial help allows me to continue researching and sharing discoveries that can transform lives, and it helps this channel reach even more people who are searching for real solutions to their health challenges. Every super thanks contribution directly supports the mission of bringing you life-changing health information that goes beyond what you'll find anywhere else. But is that all there is to know about reclaiming your health as you age? What other hidden factors might be silently undermining your vitality and independence? The answers might surprise you more than what you've learned tonight.